Peace prevails throughout the land, and all things are made new, as buds in the spring. This is an auspicious era for humanity.
Wow, so lively! This is how a festival should be. My friend.
Yeah, guess who's feeling quite shitty again? Like, I'm not feeling shitty right now, but
The
I was
secrets
feeling
of the
very shitty
mechanical
yesterday.
arts are too profound to convey
Cloud
in a
Retainer,
few
please shut up.
simple words.
But yeah, so I don't know how much I'll stream today, but Lantern Rite is almost done, and so I really want to do the last quest now, so that's number one. And if I feel like it afterwards, I'll do Cloud Retainer's quest. Also, I need my fan. Nope. Still don't want to listen to that, but yeah. So I mainly just want to do the last Lanternite quest because I saw some stuff on Reddit and it has some very nice stuff.
If you are...
And I still have to play the fucking forest co-op event. I'll probably try to do it tonight or tomorrow.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! Didn't Zhongli say Hu Tao was also planning on spending some time in Xiaoying village?
Please tell me we're going to see Zhongli again. Okay, I'm gonna go collect my expedition rewards first. Because I'm finally perfectly on time. Yeah, I hope that Hoyo doesn't continue this shitty trend of forced co-op events because those suck. Like, I don't mind optional co-op because some people like co-op, but I just do not like co-op. Gani and Shenhe, hello. I need to go find Zhongli.
Add Ast...
But yeah, I saw some stuff on Reddit, so I'm very excited about this quest. I still love this new area, it's so beautiful.
Mountain air is so refreshing! It makes Paimon feel like she could float. Cream! Huh? Did you hear? Sunshine! Right? So Paimon wasn't. That voice sounds really familiar.
Oh yeah, and this quest wanted me to play Furina's story quest first, but I'm not gonna do that yet. Because I really want... Yay!
What are they doing here?
But like, because I want to do them like I did Nahida's quests and, you know, do both of them at the same time.
Yeah, Clarand!
Ah, well, if it isn't my dear partner. See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today.
It's just your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern.
Happy Lantern, right?
Happy Lantern, right, T? Wait, if you're... And that voice we heard...
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
That or your voice is just really loud.
Well, of course it...
Indeed. I suppose.
Sure is! Having a loud voice is a handy... Wait. That wasn't even... Paimon just wants to know why you... There was something about almonds, maybe?
No, it's not a code.
Perhaps. But that's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not... Exactly. You get me, partner. I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance,
want to see
so
New
I
Villette
asked the
already.
locals around here, and they said it was fine. So, you see, it's not just...
Speak for yourself.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something...
Not really.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to...
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Huh? Anyway...
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let... No need to be
She's
shy.
so pretty.
Even Farina was shouting...
Huh? Did...
Believe in your ears. It isn't actually the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out. And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
So, you could actually hear what she was saying?
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well. She probably would have never thought... No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out.
I think so. We ran into
New
Villette
Villette.
on the way here as
Oh,
well,
I want
but
to see him.
he was already on his way back, so they probably weren't together.
What? Nicolette was here too? What was he doing here?
I think it just might have been, actually. But apparently he only stayed for half a day
No,
before
I
heading
want
back.
to see New Villette,
of
please.
Neuvillette is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article. You know,
Tea for
just like
who?
you were.
My situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you.
You Fontanians and your...
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something. It was just a spur of the moment, so Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing. But he couldn't care less about what he wins, and you could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again? Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy...
Please, do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up...
Oh, that's right. Who tell? A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Chaoying
So much
Village.
time. I want
So
to see
we
New
decided
Villette.
to come and see if we could run in.
Oh dear. We've been chatting.
We should probably...
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so.
Go and meet your friend.
Sounds good. We're gonna head...
Yeah! Skyward!
Zhongli. Hello. Don't mind if I do.
Chaoying Village is known for its tea. But you know what else they have with tea? That's right. Didn't Gaming say something
No, I don't
about
care.
dim
Let's go
sum
talk to
be-
Zhongli.
Oh, well that's fine too. Now, see what kind of yummy thing. Paimon's not seeing things, is she? Is that Farina standing between Zhongli and Hu Tao? Wonder what they're talking about. Zhongli knows a lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina. Oh, or maybe Hu Tao is trying. Hey, this isn't the. But since Zhongli is there, it's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli. All right, no time to waste.
Zhongli.
Good afternoon, Hu Tao, Zhongli, and Farina. Oh, great. Now Paimon.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting indeed.
Huh? Oh, so both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
I mean, we do know a lot of Archons, so...
Looks like someone's learned a thing or two from Zhongli. I must admit, I am a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler. But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over Teyvat, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected. Since we have found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land, allow me...
It appears you have been to Fontaine then. Given your proclivity to spread good deeds wherever you go, it's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
That's quite high praise. What I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more
Yeah, I feel like
than an
I'll just
ordinary
complete
traveler
this
in search
quest,
of beautiful,
and then I'll go
stirring,
draw more
and
JD
creative
stuff because I need to
inspiration.
practice.
There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye. I could tell as much from our conversation earlier. Given his breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine. Is he just feigning ignorance for my benefit?
Hi, Hub.
No. Yeah.
How's
You're
your
no
day
common
been?
tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way. Huh? Does that mean Hu Tao also knows? You may not have heard, friends, but... Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
So she was doing business.
Okay, you win. Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
Huh? What's this about winning something? Don't tell me. You two were placing bets on us.
Nuh-uh.
We just saw you guys standing on the side of the road and couldn't help but take guesses as to what you were talking about.
Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina. What was Paimon's guess then?
Paimon thought Zhongli was showing the newbie around.
By newbie, you mean me, right?
If that's the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Zhongli was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
You see? Paimon was... Since both of our guesses were right, there can't be a win... Hey, don't be upset, Traveler. How about this? You buy Paimon a bowl, and Paimon will also buy you a bowl.
So both of y'all get bowl free. So it doesn't cost anything, girl math.
As for the third...
Since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulation. I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask about the most important question. Something happen recently, Farina?
Huh? What do you mean?
This is probably referencing to her story quest, which I haven't done.
Well, you know, with you enlisting the
Oh, well, yes.
Really? Paimon is so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not...
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Huh? But Paimon just thought, since you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all...
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral? Miss Hu Tao is simply helping prepare some props for my... Not too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories.
Oh yeah,
from
there's the
Yue.
new cooking
The
event.
content
Maybe I'll
was
play that one
spectacular.
too.
In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now. Anyway, that's not the point. Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, hey, that's pretty...
Oh, Paimon, see? So, did you come to Liyue just to enlist the services of...
Well, not my original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
Like, can't they just let Zhongli talk more? I'll just listen to him.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
Nuvillet?
Oh? Who was it?
It's someone you know. Wanna take... What? How did you guess that on your first... Very impressive, my friend. Your guessing
Please
game
tell
is
me that we
spot
can
on
see him
today.
too.
Huh. Paimon never thought Neuvillette would be the type to get lost.
I'm sure he didn't get lost. Even I was able to find... He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to
Oh.
Fontaine.
See Nuvillet, please.
Yup, that's exactly what he asked. This area is full of mountains and rivers. It's normal to not know the fastest route.
So, were you the one that pointed him in the right direction, Hu Tao?
Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know. So naturally, I also have a great sense of direction. But speaking of your friend,
What about him?
he doesn't get out much, does he? No wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite. I would have never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me. All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm pretty
I
sure
want to
he is
see
the only
him.
one who would consider that to be a vacation.
Oh? This gentleman you speak of must keep
Oh,
a demanding
Zhongli doesn't
schedule.
know.
I'm sure he does. You didn't see him, but he was dressed like he was about to attend some important meeting. It wasn't anything like what someone would wear on vacation.
Is that so?
Wait, you didn't see him, Zhongli?
Unfortunately, no. At the time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Farina were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea for them.
What a shame. That gentleman seemed like a sophisticated sort of guy. I actually think you two would have hit it off.
Is that so?
They ain't having it.
Hmm? To borrow Miss Farina's turn of phrase, perhaps it just wasn't meant to be.
I still want them to meet at some point.
Well, with the traveler around, I'm sure you'll have a chance to get to know each other at some point.
That's right. She's got more friends than she knows what to do with.
Well, that's certainly true. Oh, that reminds me. If you get the chance, you should try and talk to Neuvillette into loosening up a bit.
Oh, I'll gladly talk to
Just
him.
tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days. He shouldn't even clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right?
That's a good analogy.
If he's really that much of a stickler for protocol, he can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have... Seems like this gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
As the demon who controls all the...
Sounds like a pretty uptight sort of guy, all right. In my experience, a leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. That also includes... It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
Yeah, Hu Tao says that while Nuvillet is over 500 years
If
old.
I remember correctly...
exactly. He's already several thousands of
Oh,
years
7,000.
old. You're quite.
Oh? Traveler, Miss Farina.
Oh, it's Navia and Clorand. Hey, over here!
We saw you all chatting over here, and we're wondering if we could join in.
Please, excuse the inter-
Oh, so polite. No apologies necessary. Any friend of the travel.
Ah, straight
Are we just going to keep talking like this? What is that?
It's getting late. If we want to catch a boat back before dark, we should
Indeed. Then, Miss Farina,
Oh,
when are you planning to head back?
I mean, you're not my.
It's normal for friends to travel home together if they run into
There are a lot of mountainous roads in this area.
Exactly. Just like in those ghost stories. 8 paths converge in a wood. Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye. But if you take a closer look, there may be something you mistook. A candle flickers to and fro, yet there is no wind to make it so. My dear demoiselle, stop!
Of course.
Gotta say, Farina, you are really quite the character. By the way, did I hear you mention that Clorand used to... Then you must have also been a leader at some point.
Well, that's. Besides, being a leader is hard. It wasn't the right job. I prefer how things are now. I can come and go as.
I see. Well, you've certainly picked an apt place to relax. Xiaoying Village is an exemplary choice.
Only the best. And I've learned a lot, too. Thank you so much, Miss Hutao.
It's fine. You've thanked us more than enough already. The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
Dim sum. Is that.
They are a part of it. It's basically a...
Oh, so.
Make sure to order the winter melon cake and the lotus flower.
Ooh, okay.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation?
Of course I am. I'm a kite, a parasol, a little tin frog that jumps. Clorand is the one who didn't buy anything for her.
So all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sijuin.
Clorand isn't much of a shopaholic.
Well, one of us has to practice restraint.
Hey, I'm hardly reckless with my Mora. I'll have you know, all the purchases I made today were well within my budget.
Me? Oh, well, I bought some tea, of course. I just had to try all the varieties recommended in the Steamber. Other than that, just some bit. They should all be things I can use.
Now Paimon's even... If you bought that much stuff, where did it all...
Oh, actually.
Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Oh.
So that's what happened.
Also, he actually seriously, like, I just wanted to talk with him a while.
Wait, what? Why did he take them? He's not hoarding treasure, is he?
That's quite the imagination you've got there, Paimon. Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take them back for us. I felt a bit bad at first, but, I really did have a lot of stuff.
He even offered to deliver my gifts to the Fortress of Maripede for me once he's done with the day's work. Neuvillette is a man of his word. If he says he can do something, then he...
See, even Clorand was happy to take him up on his offer. If even his trusty subordinate agreed,
Navia's
then
design
who
is
was
so
I to
pretty.
refuse?
Wow, he seems like a real gentleman. If only the funeral parlor had an employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him.
Well,
Right, Zhongli?
oh, it's
Indeed.
straight jab at him.
Clorand said Neuvillette offered to deliver her gifts
We
to
can see him.
Maripede.
We can see him. Okay, we can. Let's fucking go. Okay, I guess we're just going straight to, Fontaine. I don't mind. I just want to see him. I don't really know how it makes sense that, we go straight to Fontaine like this, but who am I to complain? We can see the village. Of course, I don't really appreciate this because now it 3 years of loading.
So if we go to the entrance of the Fortress of Maripede, maybe we'll run into Neverlet.
Oh, is he bringing
We don't know
Grizzly?
exactly when he'll show up.
Yeah! Scatter!
Yeah, this doesn't really make. No, Villette, hello. This doesn't make sense, but you know, I'm not complaining.
Look! It's Neverlet! We lucked out!
Oh, it's you. It has been some time since our last meeting. Few people frequent this location. Since I was able to conclude my work early for the day, I thought I might take a walk and avail myself of this area's peace and quiet.
Oh, I've missed him.
You call this early? Do you always work this late, Neverlet?
Strictly speaking, that depends on the agenda for the day. I am hardly bereft of time, however, so working late is of little consequence to me.
Really? If you have so much time on your hands, then why did you only go to Chaoying Village for half a day?
First, I should clarify that I was referring to my lifespan, rather than the time at my disposal on any given day. Second, I was unaware you possessed knowledge of my trip to Chaoying Village.
We know everything.
I see. Thank you for informing me. Yes, they have been safely delivered.
I have to hand it to Cloran.
Baby! Baby! I wasn't expecting to see Risley today, but you know, I'm not complaining. This brings a lot of joy. Okay, like Lanternite is feeding. Like the only thing we're missing in Lanternite is Baiju. Like if we saw Baiju, then it would be like mwah, perfect, everything I've ever needed.
Just a simple gift delivery, and she has the great and mighty Udex at her beck and call.
Baby.
I was just passing through. It was merely an act of convenience.
All right. Then I hereby confirm receipt of the goods on behalf of the staff of the Fortress of Maripede.
A verbal receipt of confirmation? Is such a formality really necessary for a small matter such as this?
Guess not. This quantity of tea, though, seems a little excessive for a gift, don't you think? Before you know it, they'll start accusing me of taking bribes.
About that. Much of that is my own excess, I'm afraid.
Oh no, he fell for it.
Oh? Why? What happened?
It was buy 10 boxes, get half off.
He fell for it.
Ah, that explains it then.
Okay, that sounds normal then. I love these two.
Well, go ahead and leave them to me. I'll get through this stash as fast as I can.
You have my thanks. Oh, there's something else I'd like to give to you.
This is a stone slate, engraved with a symbolic design.
While that is an apt description, it is in actuality a legal codex.
A legal codex, huh?
Before the advent of modern writing utensils, information was recorded on stone slabs such as this. The law was no different.
Okay.
Since ancient times, the scales of justice have symbolized the fairness and impartiality of judiciousness. As a tribute to that sentiment, this slate was designed after a traditional legal codex and engraved with a symbol instead of text. During my travels recently, I chanced upon a roadside stall offering tourists the opportunity to try their hand at the ceramic arts, so I decided to have a go.
I wanted to see that.
We joked with Clarence some time ago about gifting you a legal codex. So, here you go.
Ah, so that's what this is about.
I did not expect you to remember it as well. In any case, I hope this can be considered as a reasonable attempt to join in on the banter.
He's trying.
It is a very good attempt. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Even your sense of humor centers around the law. That's an impressive level of commitment. Well, a gift of this significance deserves to be put on display, and I know just the place. Front and center in the fortress's showroom.
Surely there's no need for such a grand gesture.
Just kidding. I don't have anything like a showroom. But we do have a storage room. We can put it next.
That sounds good to me.
So that's what you were doing in Chaoying Village.
Indeed. Of course, while I was there, I also took the opportunity to taste the local spring water. The aftertaste is much purer than what I have delivered to me in Fontaine. It stands to reason that the long-distance transport has a tendency to imbue the water with extraneous emotion. If you want to experience the true flavor, you simply have to go to the source. Perhaps I should organize some time off to do the same elsewhere.
Please give us a new village travel series.
Then we are of the same mind. It appears my desire is justified.
Oh, he's so pretty.
If you say so, like, you know you don't have to justify a vacation, right? You can just take one.
Paimon, some of us don't work like that.
After all, you're hardly bereft of time. You can do whatever you want.
You're quite right. I suppose I suffer not from a lack of opportunity, but rather a lack of inspiration. However, after reading a few articles about Liyue's holiday traditions, the idea popped into my head and made itself quite at home.
Made itself quite at home.
Seeing as I was free of responsibilities for the morning, I decided to depart at once. Refreshing. My spontaneous outing seemed to inspire quite a few other spontaneous decisions as well. Take, for example, my foray into ceramics. At first, soil from the ground is granular and unforgiving, but add the right amount of water, and it becomes soft, moldable, and able to take shape. In the past, I never thought about how quotidian vessels were crafted, but now I have participated in their very making. This is also something I made today.
That's cute. I love it. Can I have a, like, if I ever see like blue soup ladle somewhere, I'll get it and make that in real life because that's so cute. That's actually adorable. I love it.
That's a ladle? Paimon thought it was supposed to be some long-necked sea creature.
That was indeed one of my inspirations. Really? You like it?
He sounds so proud. That's so cute. Okay, I need that ladle in real life.
To tell you the truth, given your unexpected arrival,
Maybe I should
I find
3D
myself
print it.
quite unequipped to give you the welcome you deserve. Around such an important holiday such as this, human custom would dictate that gifts should be in order. But I'm afraid this is all I can offer. If you'll have it, that is.
I'll take it. I want it. It's so cute.
That is precisely why it would do me such a great honor if you accepted. You are most welcome. Happy Lantern
That's
Light.
nice.
Approve a leave of absence request for myself. That sounds like it could easily lead to a vicious cycle of self-indulgence, something which couldn't be in further violation of protocol. But I suppose I understand her point. My proclivity to refrain from personal outings does, in part, originate from a sense of responsibility toward my duties. But it is also due to a lack of desire to engage in the human world. But now I see that the human world is indeed full of many interesting places to discover.
But yeah, I need that millet ladle in real life. Like I must have it. I want it on my table. It's so cute. Like I will get it. Is that it? Oh, that's it. That's the whole quest. But like, ah, that's so cute. Yeah, it's a furnishing. Look at it. That's so cute. That's actually I want that in real life. We got so much fun stuff this time around. Yeah, this is great. That's cute. But yeah, this spring soap, that's so cute. I need to go find a soup ladle that looks like that. Or like similar to that. Okay, but like I thought that quest would be at least somewhat... Okay, this is nice, so that I can get all of these. But yeah, I thought the quest would be at least a little bit longer, because, you know, I've been here for only 30 minutes, and I feel like that's a, you know, little bit low. So maybe I'll just do Cloud Retainer's quest now. Yeah, I might as well.
Add astra.
I'm actually gonna claim that later. But yeah, now I only need to do the GT co-op thing. Special furnishing gift. Yeah, that was the ladle. The ladle was so cute. I love it. Yeah, I still need to do the shitty co-op so that I can get this. Because I ain't about to miss crowns, and because the stupid co-op also has some cute furnishing. I want them all. So yeah. I guess I'm just gonna do Cloud Retainer's quest. Yeah, I haven't. I've missed a lot of these. Yeah, let's just do this one now. Now that I'm here for once.
We've been to so many places lately. What do you say we take a day off from adventuring and just find somewhere nice to relax?
I always hate this place because the teleporter is like
Where
on
are
this
some
side.
nice places we could go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Outsong? It's been a while since we left.
Yeah, cut off Paimon.
Here we are, right outside our place. Do you still remember the first time we came here? We even brought offerings and everything.
No, I don't remember. It's been years.
And when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. But now that we've spent some more time together, she's really not like that at all. We probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her pretty well, right? Still, Paimon's got some snacks around here somewhere, so if she really wants something, we can just use that. Huh? Traveler, did something catch your... Whoa, what a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
Oh, so this is like before. I should have done this before Lantern, right? Huh? Oops.
Yeah, you're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special. As expected of that bird lady, really. She must have a whole bunch of Adepti friends from all over the country. Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by helping you make more...
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has a shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
Wait, you're... Huh? You're the illuminated bird? But you look... human! How did that happen?
Paimon, why are you so surprised about that after, we know that Zhongli can shapeshift and stuff?
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So, you're indulging now because...
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor. Taking on a human form for such a trip is simply a way to make matters less conspicuous.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place. In fact, Paimon can think of several examples. Like last year, when you suddenly appeared on the top of a roof without any warning. Or... Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Oh? So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all. Most commendable. One has never found oneself lacking in basic comforts. On the contrary, it is the gesture that one values above all else. So long as you've shown proper respect
I'm
and
still sad that
consideration,
she didn't get the white
quantity or
pants because they
quality
were
of the
so
gift
pretty.
is but a trivial.
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep them for herself. Ah, right. So by disciples, you must mean Ganyu and Shenhe. It's also been a while.
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself. Shenhe and Ganyu should be quite pleased to see you again. However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here.
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing you and wanted to see how you were doing. We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into your human form while we were at it?
Is that if there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Ganyu is likely still working at Yuehai Pavilion, so that shall be our first stop.
Sounds great! Then let's all go to Liyue Harbor!
Yeah, the loading times are a lot.
Shenhe has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future. Did they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes.
Oh no. I didn't have time to plunge attack shit. Oh no.
We're almost at Weihai Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked? Guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go? Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here.
But why?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One fears that would only result in her staying up all night to make up. One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again, do not mention one's presence here.
Sachama.
Fair enough, makes sense.
Cloud Retainer?
Nope.
Oh,
Is that lady someone you know?
She is indeed.
I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the...
Oh, not to worry, Miss Ganyu.
Thank you, Huixin.
Well, that didn't go according to plan.
It's been a while, Ganyu.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
You are quite mistaken.
Huh?
Seems she's not buying it.
That was but a simple test. One did not expect.
But recognizing you is, my responsibility as your disciple.
An apt observation. One was simply passing by while attending to some important business. One thought it would only be fitting to pay you a visit while in the area.
Wait,
I
Paimon
love
wasn't
her.
aware of any important... Cloud Retainer's right! We've still got something...
Oh, is that so? But it's been so long since we last saw each other.
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation should suffice for today. A more involved reunion should wait until you find yourself less occupied.
I understand. That should be fine.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day, one must also remind you to rest. Though Adepti blood flow, it still makes one nostalgic to see you as you are now, respected and independent. When you were young, you oft begged one to cuddle you to sleep when you suffered from nightmares. If you insist. We are running short on time regardless, so one will refrain from going into each and every story.
I really
Wow,
like Cloud
You've
Retainer.
been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. If you ever need anything, please just come find me at Uehai Pavilion. Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer, but if you plan to continue appearing in this form, don't you think it'd be helpful to adopt a human name?
A human name? Huh. You raise a valid point. Considering the sheer extent of one's renown, Cloud Retainer is surely too recognizable as a name.
You really think so?
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One would hardly think such a thing to be possible.
Yeah, she has really grown on me. I really like her.
Nevertheless, Ganyu's advice cannot be ignored. From this point on, when in public occasions, be sure to refer to one as Shenyun.
Shenyan. I know, because that's so close to Xinyan. Shenyan.
Canyon?
She's Cloud Retainer to me.
I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest with the moon. They were enlightened and wise, free and unfettered. The writer referenced Master's name to describe her carefree and spontaneous nature.
Oh, that sounds super cool! Paimon feels like only the most powerful of Adepti could rise with the clouds and rest with the moon.
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe Cloud Retainer herself.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
And what of it? Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a bird of bigger than average size?
Not exactly.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue. Left with no choice, many people left their homes, while others spent day and night praying to the Adepti. Although I did not live through such tragedy, simply reading about it is enough to gain a visceral understanding of all the pain and desperation during that time. On top of the drought, a noxious gas also began to spread through the land. If not for Cloud Retainer's efforts, much of Liyue would be nothing more than a barren wasteland today. The books had this to say about what happened. Upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to retain the clouds. Immediately,
the clouds gathered together, and abundant rain burst forth from the heavens. Drought and plague were both driven away, and the people were saved.
Wow. That's incredible!
I love Leo.
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize
Like, I'm so
past
glad that,
events.
like,
One
US
did
the
neither
Golden
with one
Region so that
ought.
we get
And
lantern
even
right
if
and
one
stuff
had
each
not
year because, you know,
interceded,
I'm so
the
happy to
other
get more
Adepta would
Liyue,
surely
like,
have stepped in to
content.
help.
Like, sure, like, Mondstadt is cool, Inazuma is cool, you know, that's cool and all, but you know, Liyue.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really control the weather like the book said? Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you. So it was Paimon's bad for calling you Illuminated Bird before. You're not too mad, are you?
How laughable. A name is but a simple label we carry with us on our journey through the world. Why would one be offended by such a trivial matter?
That's a relief. In that case, Paimon will continue to call you whatever feels right in the moment.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts
She's
on her
such a
workplace?
proud mom.
And what, pray tell, of her monthly remuneration? Moreover, does she find herself overly inundated with work? Is she allowed time off during Lantern Rite?
That is a lot of questions.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer. I introduced Shenhe to her employer personally. Wanmin Restaurant's business has been booming recently. So with Chef
She's
Mao
working
being
with
swamped
Xiangling.
customers, and
So shouldn't
Xiangling
it be
still off
good
and out
because
in search
isn't
of new
Xiangling
recipes,
like Madame
I
Ping's?
introduced Shenhe to staff the restaurant.
Like, disciple?
I see. Most excellent indeed. One has had the pleasure of being introduced to that family. Xiangling is kind and astute, while her father is loyal and reliable. One has no cause to believe that they will make Shenhe's work difficult. Now, it is almost time to partake in the victuals of noon. One shall visit Wanmin Restaurant in person and see how Shenhe is doing.
Huh? But didn't you just say that you had something important to do?
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
You may return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own. There will be many an occasion to dine together in the future. One is certain the opportunity shall present itself most readily.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you some other time.
See you around, Ganyu! Whew! Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think? As soon as you mentioned important
Oh, but like,
business
at
to
least
attend
my
to,
Cloud Retainer
Paimon
didn't
realized
die
that
from
you were
that
just
drop.
looking to cut the conversation
It seems
short
that the
and not
cutscene
take
cut
too
it
much
off.
of Ganyu's time. Is Paimon right?
No, in fact, it was not an excuse. One is indeed visiting Liyue Harbor for an important purpose.
Wait, for real?
The moment is not yet upon us. Still, the truth will be revealed to you in time.
Shenhe.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine
Kick
lady.
that
huh?
ass.
Oh, I'm far more interested in getting her details than ordering any dishes. Hey, how about you ask her?
You do it.
No. I think you should.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd be...
What would you like to order?
2 servings of more...
Well, she gets the business.
Shenhe!
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your order?
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same...
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is?
This...
Master?
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain
Oh
one's
dear,
true
my
identity
PC
with
is
such
really
ease?
hurting.
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take. Is something the matter, Master?
Hardly. One simply learned of your employment from your letter and came to check on your well-being.
And check out the great food, too!
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. Are you here for Shenhe? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shenhe. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know if things pick up.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
Yeah, like this is the conversation I'm fine with. You know,
It
these
is just as
conversations
one
I can stare.
expected. The owner of Wanmin Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and accommodating human. Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way to deal with that.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by...
First, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence. At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of a
I
civil
still don't know if I
conversation.
like her eyes. But otherwise, she's very pretty.
Oh, a sensible plan. One is gladdened to see you integrate so well into human society.
And you, Master?
Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of one's own company to be lacking.
I see. Just as expected of Master. I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've already had a conversation with Chef Mao about taking some time off soon to visit Master.
Oh, you did? Do make note of such matters in your letters in the future.
Whoa, her mood shot up just like that.
By the way, Master, since you are in Liyue Harbor, have you had the chance to visit Ganyu?
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied with her work. There was time only to exchange a few simple pleasantries.
Ganyu told us the story of Cloud Retainer's name. It was amazing. We never knew.
I see. In that case, allow me to also share a story about Master's
We're sharing
past.
stories.
Oh?
Is that a problem, Master? I believe this...
No, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard. But no matter. Please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. After Mooncarver lost, he insisted that Master's ability to fly gave her a natural edge in such a contest.
I'm still like, I hope that we get Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper as playable characters because I like the Liyue gang. I want more of them, and we've known them for such a long time, and we got Cloud Retainer. And we'll most likely get Madame Ping at some point because, she has the model. Not the model, but we have seen her in the artworks. So why would we not get Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper to, come on, Mihoyo, please?
In response, Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race.
Huh. What kind of...
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again? Oh, an electro-powered bicycle?
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and crafting it. It boggles the mind why Mooncarver ever supposed he might best me in a Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory, when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch. Truly a most unfortunate turn of events. Anyway, do go on, Shenhe.
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so? With you gone, one has seldom felt the desire to call upon those old fossils for another contest. What is a race without
Old
spectators,
fossils.
after all?
Have you been lonely, Master?
Lonely? At one's age, entire human generations come and go in the blink of an eye. Even one's own self-directed musings can span several days and nights. 'Tis a most foreign sentiment. The mere mention of it is preposterous. What is the reason for that look upon your face?
It's nothing. It's just... Well, Paimon gained gained a lot of respect for you after listening to that story of you summoning the rain and everything. But all it took was a few words out of your mouth, and it's like you're back to being that illuminated bird again. Paimon's just a little bit confused. Which one of the two is the real Cloud Retainer?
To me, they are both, Master. One
finds oneself exalted yet again with sweet words of praise and flattery of a most extravagant nature. You chose to exalt one with your words, yet you refuse to grace Mount Outs. This is not to say that your words paint an inaccurate picture. One has always lived by a single ideal. Eschew all action and—
She got like, what, 2 sentences of flattery from her disciple? And it's as if her ego is about to burst.
Do you have any empty tables?
Hey there, could we get another fish stick?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
Alright, good luck with the lunchtime rush, Shenhe.
I'll try my best.
So much yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
One is fond of all kinds of delicacies and delights in a multitude of flavors. The dishes here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill. Their unique flavor profile has left one more than satisfied. In fact, one has been struck by quite the fit of inspiration. One has already begun to conceptualize the next generation of supreme cuisine machines.
Everything's so tasty! A bit too hot at times, but still super tasty.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny?
But it smells so delightful.
Well, you could always check with some of the other—
Okay, I'll ask her.
Oh no, people.
Excuse me. Would you mind letting us share a table with you?
Ah, well, Paimon doesn't mind. What about you guys?
Great! Thanks so much.
Granny?
Yep. Is there something?
No, Paimon's...
Yeah. A lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful... Granny? Why don't you take us...
Have we met before?
No.
Tis a fated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I can order...
I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground after a rainstorm.
No, not this again.
Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird. Right, that's what Paimon was need any
help? Oh, thanks. That's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memory's getting worse all the time. Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was little. But it's gotten so... They died young. Oh. But it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot, and I love...
Wow.
You're too...
And me?
You're tough too, Granny.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. Wait, what was that really important thing again? Ah, I remember now. It was a dream. I had a dream where everything was dark. Someone was standing in front of me. She told me to come and find her, and that once I'd found her, I would be free.
Huh? That sounds super important. But how come you've never told me about it before?
It was just a dream, so I forgot about it. But I'm in a good mood now, and somehow I remembered it again. You know, I believe I've had this dream a great many times. But
so now we're learning about a random NPC we're never gonna see again.
Now that I do not remember.
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Does that mean you're possessed?
Unlikely. Her eyes.
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one not an
You're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert.
Not anymore. Although, I have a sense that she looks...
A younger version of Granny?
This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
As one said, fate.
Are you sure?
Paimon's Paimon.
Just Shenyun is.
Thank you all so much for offering to help.
Oh, we don't need any payment for this.
Oh yeah, but wait. Wasn't there like a scene with like the traveler and the sibling? What's up with that? Where did that go?
You're welcome. But Miss Shenyun, what exactly can we do to help? All we have to go off is that dream. Where do we start?
Siblings. No, but like, what was that about? Yeah, because like in the like trailer, didn't they have the siblings meet?
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace the steps of her youth. Once we have revisited those places.
Sounds like a plan. So, Granny.
Why, of course I do. The heavy...
Okay. Once, when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster. If it's true, then maybe there were...
A martial arts heroine? Oh, Shincho knows tons about Liyue.
Well, now this isn't as interesting anymore.
Are you leaving already?
I'll go order some food, Granny. If there's nothing on the menu
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Streetward Rambler?
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace once you are ready.
Food is unbelievable.
Today is my treat.
Cheap and tasty.
Yeah! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter!
Huh. It's...
Shincho! Great, we found you!
That's not a whole lot of information to go off of. I can't pinpoint her identity from your description alone. But...
Nameless Hero?
That's right. The novels often speak of a great drought from 50 years ago. As the people suffered, all they knew was that she always acted alone. Later, though, she supposedly fell in love with a similarly noble-minded exorcist from Mount Tianheng. They were well matched in more ways than one, often fighting together as a fearsome duo of otherworldly strength. After the drought ended, the heroine and the exorcist left the public eye and began living a reclusive life in the mountains. All that remained were tales of her incredible accomplishments. The way this nameless heroine faded from fame into obscurity later in life is not too dissimilar from Miss Yuendai. I hope that's somewhat helpful.
Thanks a lot, Shincho. We knew it'd be worth talking to you.
It's nothing at all. Just something I came across while reading. I did do a bit of extra research on her story, but it was just out of personal curiosity.
Well, Paimon still thinks that's super cool. Oh, wait. Shincho, if you've read up on her, do you know of any places often associated with her?
Let me think. In the novels, the nameless heroine always appeared near one of perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired the character was also often seen near those. You're welcome. To be honest, it's rare for a chivalric hero to fade
Yeah,
into
I don't really
obscurity
care
during their
about this.
lifetime. I've never understood why someone would go to such lengths to erase themselves from public memory.
We'll be sure to tell you if we manage to uncover the truth.
That's a deal. Perhaps.
Paimon feels like we just learned so much from Shinto. A drought, a nameless heroine, a life of Oh, right! There's a drought in this story, too!
Well, they used to be. But people have. So while droughts do happen from time to time, they are rarely. The crops withered, the streams ran dry, and the monsters in the mountains became rabid and agitated. Countless caravans were attacked.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, and that's exactly why still, as terrible as that, they say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe and more common. Do you have any other questions?
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Yen. Paimon hopes that Granny, you and I will be. Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other time.
It's no problem.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Scatter!
Are we gonna see Madame
the
Ping?
tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Spin crystals.
Oh, thank you. Straight word.
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change in this world, and yet you appear just the same as ever.
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects whilst dwelling at Mount Outsong. Nevertheless, Ping, one would like to seek your counsel on a personal matter.
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden? I must say.
Well, the inquiry is as such. Approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor, not unlike the one that you yourself lead?
It does not require as much as you may think.
Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping!
Nothing save for some trivial matters.
Shinto has a theory, but let's say...
Do not be troubled, young lady.
What do you think, Shuyu? Does it match up with what you know of your granny?
According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount Tianheng. I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in her attic full of a bunch of weird sigils. I think so too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. I can taste. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the...
Is that so? Then please drink as much as you like. There's...
Thank you.
Okay, since we have the time...
Sure thing. What would you like to know?
I have a secret I want to tell you.
What's wrong, Shuyu?
Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we...
Oh! About that.
Well, you guys just seem...
Must have been a slip of the tongue.
One is indeed an adeptus. Is that of...
I knew it. Well, one time when I was a little kid, I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. She put me on her back and flew me to her cool Adeptus house, and fed me some sort of magic pulp. I really wanted to thank her, so I just kind of wanted...
A pure white illuminated crane? The only two we've ever met are blue... Have you ever met one that's pure white, Cloud?
Never has one met an adeptus with such features. One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic...
That's weird. Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter that much anyway.
Leave it to us! Now that we know the 3 locations, we just need to... Let's go to Wangshu Inn first!
Okay.
Wangshu Inn. Wangshu.
Do you remember this place, Granny?
Yes. The fish here is very delicious. And if you look out into the distance, you can always spot a. I believe I used to have a room here. It had a window.
I'll come with.
Hyman's still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this place, that must mean she...
Baby! Hi, Haru. How's your day been? Look at my baby Sha.
I sensed a non-human presence and decided to come take a look.
Baby.
If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot. I suppose there's no cause for concern.
At least I'm not feeling as shitty as yesterday. Baby.
It's been a while, Cloud Retainer. I see you have returned to your previous form.
Like the last Lenderite quest was truly feeding me. Like, we saw Zhongli, and then we saw Nuvillet, and then we saw Nuvillet talking to Risley. Like, mwah, perfect. Like, the only thing missing from Lanternite is Baiju.
I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions during the Archon War.
Oh, wow!
And we got a super cute gift from Nuvillet.
Oh, wait,
I gotta show it.
take a guess. Was it anything like this?
Behold, the glory of one's newest invention, the Bang Bang Continuous Fire Mech.
An impressive imitation.
Hyman knows her all.
Even so, Cloud Retainer was not always
Also,
as
Nuvillet
ostentatious
fell
as you
for
described.
the get 10, like buy
You may be
10
unaware,
piece, get half
but
off
her talent with Adepti
thing.
Sigils is just as
And then
formidable
he
as
just
her
gave
skill
the
in
tea to
mechanics.
Risley.
The Archon War reached its peak after Guizhong's death.
Like, of
The
course he
Cloud
would
Retainer
fall
who
for
fought
it.
beside me in
And
those
then, like,
devastating
before,
battles
like,
was
earlier in
taciturn
the
and
story, we
solid,
asked Navi and Chlorine
only
about it,
speaking when she
and
had to
Chlorine
activate
was
her
like,
sigils.
well, I would never fall for such a marketing tactic. And then later we found out that Nuvillet fell for it.
A cloud retainer who barely talks? Hyman can't picture it. But what happened after that? If you were so powerful in your human form, why did you decide to take up your bird form again?
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, what use would one still have for such a shape when dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the struggles and troubles of the mortal world? A
Like,
mortal
I'm
form
really
is
hoping
hardly
that
the
I
most
don't get a
fitting of
headache from
choices.
this, because I need to practice some makeup today.
After the war, Cloud Retainer retired to Mount Outsong, only revealing herself to the occasional visitor, and always in her avian form. Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago, when she decided to don her human form.
One believes there is little need to relive bygone matters.
Granny, are you okay?
Perhaps this conversation should end. Should you encounter any trouble, you need only call my name. However, given that you are traveling with Cloud Retainer, I trust you are in good hands.
Everyone! I think
Slowly now, calm your mind and recount what has
Okay,
been
like, this is
recalled.
cool and all, but like, I want to look at the gift Nuvillet gave us. Like, come
A
on.
long time ago.
Huh. So what Shinto said...
I don't remember. I'm very sorry. I was confined to my room in Wangshu Inn, where I spent many days One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul-revitalizing tea pills.
Like, I don't mind the story when it's about, you know, characters I care about, but, you know, this is about a random ass NPC we're never gonna see again. So, you know,
He told me
I don't
that
really
the pills
care.
were concocted using
You know, just
Adepti
let me
blood
listen to more
and could be
Zhongli,
used
Risley, and
to
Nuvillet,
alleviate
you
my
know.
symptoms.
I would never skip that.
Sure enough, I made a full recovery. My illness remained dormant for several decades after that.
Wait, but if your illness remained dormant for several decades, And it was all thanks to the pills that you managed to keep this.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Hey, you're not useless. You've done
Oh, fret not, dear child. Granny was...
The recovery of a
Also, we got a
person's
new cooking
memories is a
event and I really
gradual
want to play it.
process. Finding pieces of one's
Next location. There isn't really a landmark there, so after all, if she was there for any length.
But yeah, look at this. Wait, where did it go? Oh yep, these are here because they are new. I wonder where it's going to be. I love being blind as shit. Like, one would think it's here, but I guess these are like out. These are cute. I really need to decorate my more because these are fucking adorable. I need to make an area with all of the like event stuff. Okay, so if this is outdoor stuff, is indoor stuff going to be here? Look at this. Look at this. A soup ladle gifted to you by Nuvilet during Lantern Rite. Its creation by his own hand was a product of spontaneous decision during his spontaneous outing and thus holds exceptional meaning. However, perhaps because the Eudex was on vacation at that time, this fantastical creature inspired soup ladle gives off a sense of leisure. If this ladle is used to taste various waters, you might perhaps gain insights you would not normally. But yeah, this is so cute. Like I saw this on Reddit and stuff earlier. Like I'm so happy. This brings a lot of joy. It's so fucking cute. Like I already love receiving, stuff from events that, remind me of past events, but like this is just, adorable. Like this I don't know if you've seen it, but like back in the day, like years ago on Instagram, there was this really popular account of a soup ladle that was called Samson, and it was like about his life and his days as a soup ladle. I don't know if you've seen it, but like it's super funny, and I really want a soup ladle like that, and this reminds me of that. But yeah, I need this in real life. I want this to sit on my like table or something. Like Hoyo could easily make this into a product. Like give us a Nuvilet soup ladle, please. Like make this bottom thing the holder, and then you have a blue soup ladle here. Like, am I a marketing genius or what? Oh, I found the account. Yeah, I'll link it to you. Like, look at this. Like, I want that soup ladle. Like, I don't know where to get them, but like, I want one. This is Samson. He's my ladle. Yeah, but like, if it's like AliExpress, I wouldn't trust to use that on food. I want it from somewhere that, I would actually put in food. Because I don't think you should be putting AliExpress stuff in your food. Like, I'm not the smartest person, but that doesn't seem like a good idea. Even though I probably wouldn't use it for soup because I'm not really a soup person, but I would use it for making pancakes. But yeah, can I rant about something? You know how like, yeah, Yeah, but like it's still, you know, it's fucking sus. I don't know. But like the same, like it's the same thing as, you know, like Shein's, you know, shut up, Cloud Retainer. Shein's makeup brand. Like, how fucking stupid are you if you know, get fucking Shein makeup and put it on your face? Like, are you are just at that point you're just asking for something to happen on your face. Like you're asking for an infection. Like, especially after all of the reports with, like, you know, Shein having like weird stuff in their clothes and stuff. Why would you ever put anything like that on your face? Like, it's one thing to order, you know, some like trinkets and stuff, you know? Which is still, you know, wouldn't recommend, but it's still like, you know. Oh yeah, like I'm not saying that all, you know, Chinese makeup, but like, yeah, it's like, you know, yeah, sure, if it's like, you know, a legit makeup brand, then yeah, you know, that's great. I love that for you, you know. But like, I'm specifically talking about, you know, Shein or like stuff like that, you know, like not legit makeup brands, you know, like very suspicious brands. Like, why would you do that?
Whoa, why are there so many treasure hoarders here? Guess it's time to round up some bad guys.
Well, yeah, I've seen like topics about this on Gozu too. Like, why are you stupid? Like, why are you putting that on your face? Like, you're just asking for something to happen.
Anything about this place, Granny Wendai?
Let me think. I feel like I've been here before, but I don't think I stayed here too long.
Got it. That's okay. There are still plenty
Yeah,
of
like,
other places you
sure,
can check.
sure, like, there are probably a lot of people who, you know, are fine
Wait a
fine
second.
when they use
If
the
I
products, but it's
remember
still like,
correctly,
do you really want to take the risk? I wouldn't want to take the risk.
Ah, yes, I brought some sweet snacks with me. Go on, take some. You need to eat a lot if you want to grow big and strong.
I want that ladle, it's so cute.
You. Then Paimon will help herself.
Scatter!
Yeah, like if there's like a legit company in the with the ladle, then yeah, like I think I found one, but then I didn't like look much further into it. But I probably wouldn't get one just from, you know, AliExpress or something. Put it in my food. But you know, I would put it on my shelf and just admire it.
Paimon sees an abandoned house. Why don't we take a break over there?
This place.
I don't know. I used to be such a huge consumer of AliExpress. Like back in the day, you know, I would get so much anime shit from there. Like some cosplay stuff and, you know, some figurines and all that cool shit. I even got some earrings, and I don't think getting earrings is a very good thing from there, but you know, they are one of my favorite earrings, so it should be fine, I guess. Like, I haven't gotten anything from them after all of these years, so let's agree that it's fine.
It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together.
Yeah, I feel
with
like getting,
some
you know,
being
makeup
in the
stuff is
fog
extra
behind us in
sus.
hot pursuit.
Because, like, you are putting it on your face. It's like, especially because Shein has, you know, the clothing brand has, you know, people have found, you know, lead and shit in the, you know, clothes, so why would you trust the fucking makeup? Especially like lipsticks and stuff, or like eye stuff, like that's stupid. Easier, but yeah, they probably do.
I had exhausted my strength when the labor. I remember that night. I remember falling to my knees, reciting I
Yeah, they
alone
probably
am
are
the
everywhere.
source
I
of
was
this sin.
trying to look into it a while ago.
Oath? Did you do something wrong?
But yeah, I really want the Dino ladle. It's so cute. Like I'm seeing I googled it and like I'm seeing some with like shiny plastic and some with like, you know, matte plastic, and I want the matte plastic ones. I don't like shiny plastic.
I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my strength until the sun finally rose again and the fog cleared out.
Yeah, I'll just have a like ladles on a like in a row on my shelf.
Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That baby.
My dad?
He was my pride and joy, and so are you, Shuyu. But you're
Like
always
I'm not a
going to
soup
be
person,
different
so
from
I
me.
wouldn't use it for soup, but you know, it can be used for pancake batter.
I don't care what you might have done, Granny. You'll always.
You're too sweet, Shuyu. All right, let's not stand around any longer. There's one place left, yes? Let's go take a look.
If one recalls correctly, the next place should be Qingyun Peak. You and I.
Oh, that's such a long way around. But yeah, I don't know, like, because I'm going to 3D print the figurine, but like I don't really know how it works. Like, should I have more
I may
3D
be a bit
printing
slow,
stuff?
but I'll do my best to keep
Like,
up.
if I ever get a chance to
I'm
3D
sorry
print
to
something
keep
else, maybe
everyone
I'll make the
waiting.
ladle. Not like the
Climb
soup
on.
ladle, but
I
like
shall
the
carry you to
Nuvillet
the top.
ladle. And put it on my shelf.
Such lightness of weight.
All those who grow old.
We're finally here. Does this place feel familiar to you, Granny Wunda?
Let me see.
But yeah, I need to practice makeup today. Like, that's my
strange.
plan. Every other day I'll do hair, and every other day I'll do makeup.
When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of familiarity. I could
Like,
easily
I
picture
think
myself
I
in
feel
those
way more
places.
confident now that I've managed to draw the hair. So now that I can draw hair decently, I feel like, you know, my confidence has rised up. But I'm still, you know, very scared of the whole competition thing, especially looking at last year's and how like so many cool people just didn't get like further in the competition. So yeah, I'm still very fucking nervous. And I also need to do my school shit before the comp starts.
But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression on me.
And like I'm very threatened of all of the very popular designers we have. Oh no. I hope my internet doesn't die.
But did the stories get it wrong then?
Like sometimes when I'm streaming, my internet dies in the middle of it. It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
It's
I
also
truly
the
need a
only
new
thing we
PC.
have to go off of.
And I'm going to get a new PC during summer. Because you know,
was
this
hoping
shit
this
ain't
place would
working
tell
anymore.
Granny when.
I'm sorry to disappoint you too.
Like I'm kind of excited to see like how many people are going to actually participate in the comp, you know. Like it would be nice to, I mean, I guess I don't know if they have a specific number of
It's all
like
right.
winners
I'm
they're
not
going
going
to
give
have.
up yet.
But it
We'll
would be
figure
nice to
something
know
else
so
out.
that
Just
it's
you wait.
easier to calculate the probabilities of winning.
Thank you.
Even though, of
If
course, it doesn't
only I
work
could
like that, but you know, one
remember.
can hope.
Huh? That way. What's that mountain?
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outsong? Looks like
Good
we've
luck
come
with
full
your
circle.
router.
Mount Outsong. Mount Outsong.
Granny, are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny. It's okay if you can't remember. You shouldn't do something that makes you sad.
Mount Outsong.
Mount Outsong holds some familiarity.
It does, but
Are you feeling
my head. It feels.
Cloud... Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
But...
Fret not, all will be well. You may leave the rest to me. I've prepared...
Wait, really?
I never leave anything to chance.
Yeah.
Come on, just tell Paimon already!
Here.
Huh? But isn't this the mechanism?
Precisely. A recent one at that. It periodically releases a soft breeze, which when paired with a soothing agitation and anxiety, relieving exhaustion and insomnia.
I think I'm gonna get some ice cream
uses
after
are
this stream.
numerous
I
indeed.
deserve it.
And of
Whoa, what a cool gadget! But if you had it all, we could have come to Mount Outsong right off the bat and saved Paimon a lot of floating!
How preposterous. Had you and I not recalled, we Adepti can only help those who first resolve to help themselves. Had she
Paimon thinks she gets it.
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism. One secured such a tune from Streetward Rambler.
Whoa, Paimon can feel what you mean! Paimon's body feels light as a...
And you and I. It appears she has already succumbed to the...
But I still want to know where are we going to see
The
our
drought
sibling?
is over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
Please. Please, no.
Have you forgotten?
Welcome back.
This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew. Perfectly straddled
Like, I'm
betwixt the
already
realms
getting
of
the
heaven
comp
and
stress. Like, sometimes, in tiny hits, but like, my god, I'm not ready for the stress of the comp when it begins. I hope that we get some info soon.
This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never left. The you of the past, the me from not that long ago.
And I'm let's just manifest for some good teams. Like, that's probably the main thing. Like, we just need some good teams. Oh, there is. Is it the Black History Month one? It is. I thought it was going to be more stuff, honestly. And like more varied stuff. No. Like, okay, the black like tracksuit is cute. I'll get the tracksuit. Probably none of the hairstyles. Like, none of those headscarves are like what I like, because they're like with the knot at the bottom and stuff. Like, I want the knot at, like the top. That's how I like it, so these aren't really anything I would use. I wonder what people are going to be saying about it. Also, I don't know if I like the Otorino tracksuit colors, but I'm gonna get the black one. The black one is nice. Well, this is going to be a cheap collection. I mean, I guess it's like, you know, black fashion. You know, I guess that's, you know, something they would, you know. Also, you know what I'm fucking pissed about? Actually, never mind. Those are in the collection. Never mind. I thought they were using shoes that, you know, weren't available, but no, they're in the permanent collection. But yeah, like, while I kinda get it, at the same time, I was expecting a little bit something more. Because, you know, yeah, it's like very that, and it's like, it's cool, but like, it's like, okay, we got a couple of headscarves in different colors. The hair, I like the hairstyles. The hairstyles are very nice, but like, it's just one tracksuit in multiple colors. It's like, I appreciate the effort, you know, the Amanda and other people put into it, but like, it's still, you know, it's a little bit lacking, if I may say. No. Yeah, exactly, something like that. You know, something, you know, like the tracksuit is iconic, but like I was expecting also something else. And you know, yeah, like black celebrity stuff, you know, and you know, historical figures and like just more stuff. And like even like just something. Okay, more. But like I don't, it's still like, it's very weird to me because the like Black History Month is almost over and now we're getting this. Like we got what? We got one go code at the start. Then we got the Blackout Poetry Comp. The outfit was very nice on that one. Like it's like not everyone can have it, so it's like, does it really matter? Not really. And now we get this. And then, you know, right as the month is about to end, we get more stuff. It's like, I don't know about that one, Chief, you know. Of course, you know, I'm not the target audience for this. So of course, you know, if other people are happy about it, then, you know, who the fuck am I to complain? But, you know, this is really giving something people would complain about. Yeah, this is just a Gozu stream at this point. Like, Genshin may get fucked. Who are playing Gozu? There will be more items next. Yeah. But it's just like, of course, you know, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so I feel a little bit, you know, about, you know, criticizing it that much, you know, maybe the designers just were, you know, very time crunched and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, we know Black History Month is in February, so why haven't we, you know, prepared in advance so that we can have a lot of stuff right at the end of, like, start of the month, you know? It just feels like an obvious thing to me. But you know, maybe I'm just, you know, reaching too much. Okay, apparently like that's a permanent collection, or at least some of it is permanent according to Air. But yeah, it's like, especially because new permanent shop update for Black History. Okay, so it's completely permanent. That's cool. That's very nice. Make sure to check the shop again next week when more items will be added. I mean, at least we're getting collections, yes. But it's like, because, you know, black people were already feeling quite neglected during this month. So this isn't the best look, if I may say, but you know, I guess it's something. But yeah, the black tracksuit is quite cute. Even though, you know, I wish the like top of like the top part was more open, you know, that we could see the boobies more. Because now, you know, cleavage is non-existent. And you know, we waited a long time for the boob makeup, so you know, I want to show off my boob makeup. But yeah, like, I think the May's hairs are super pretty. Like, they're not something I would use because, you know, I fucking hate when the hair covers my torso, and that's like extra long, so it would bother me a lot. But you know, a lot of people will probably enjoy that one. The headscarves kind of piss, like, they don't piss me off, but I'm a little bit, you know, miffed about it because, like, yes, they are headscarves, but they're not the headscarves I wanted. Like, please give me the headscarves I want. I really want to wear them during spring. Like, give me all of the pastel headscarves. Like, just make me a JD so that I can make myself some headscarves, please. At least, you know, I like that we're getting more, like, permanent stuff in the shop. But yeah, I have to say that this week hasn't been eating in terms of collections because like the nostalgia collection was very nice. I liked it, but you know, it's not something I would wear. It's something I would look at and be like, "Oh, that's very nostalgic. I love it." But you know, am I going to wear most of the items? Nope. I'm just going to admire them from afar. I mean, I legit went back to my spring outfit because the inspiration isn't inspiring
So
currently.
that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar.
Yeah, hopefully the second drop is a lot more, you know, exciting, I would say. Because yeah, this is a little bit, you know, like it exists, but you know, it's not getting me excited.
Cloud retainer.
I need collections to make me excited.
Your memories have returned.
Wait, did you just call her by her full name? You already knew each other?
Yes. I now remember everything.
Granny, please don't cry.
Oh, don't worry, my dear I'm so sorry, everyone. It's all come back to me now. The most important thing that I had forgotten.
Like I just want to see people's reactions to the collection. Okay, so a lot a lot of people are confused about the tracksuit. Tracksuits have been made trendy by black people and it's also connected to hip hop and rap culture. Tracksuits are definitely made trendy now and in the past by black people. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, you know. That's kind of what I was like trying to get at earlier, but it's still like, you know, only a tracksuit, really? But at the same time, it's like, I mean, I'll take it. Hi, Raitsu. Like my friend asked me if like we had plans to go to assembly tomorrow or something. Because I think it's tomorrow. Like I don't think I feel like going, and I have like some other plans already. Okay, I should finish this quest so that I can go throw some makeup.
No, it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must face my memories head. Shuyu, everyone, I cannot thank you enough for all your help.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
ready to tell
definitely
you
go
my
to summer
story,
assembly.
if you're willing to listen.
Because like summer assembly is nice because you know it's bigger, it has more stuff, and you know it's not cold as fucking shit outside. And it's not freezing as hell and you know slippery and shit. But you know, yeah, winter is quite, you know, yeah. Like as a kid it was cool because, you know, chances to see people and, you know, go to events. But now it's like I don't really want to leave my house for that.
Please, Granny, don't force yourself. What happened in the past doesn't matter. I love you more than anything.
I know, dear child. My feelings for you are exactly the same. It is for this reason that you deserve to know the truth. Some time ago, I made a terrible mistake. One for which I could never atone.
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Dwayne Karst? What happened?
I am, in truth, not a human being. My real form, one that I held for centuries, was that of a wild crane. I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains. At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. Though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I
Oh yeah,
always
you're
saw
going.
her
Oh,
as
that's
my
gonna be
master.
so cool, huh?
Whenever she took out her tools to work on mechanisms or new
Like
inventions,
I would ask you
I
to
would
bring me
also
some like
stand next to
merch
her
and stuff,
and
but it's quite
watch.
hard to, you know, specifically tell you what to get, you know, because it, you know, I can't be there to see what's, you know, going on.
I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right.
50 years ago?
That's right. Master regaled me with many stories of her past deeds. From them, I learned how she was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adeptus like her. I wanted to travel the land like she had,
Yeah, like I don't think
relieving
there's anything I
suffering wherever I
specifically
went.
want a lot, so it's like very hard to be like, okay, please bring me this thing.
But I was still far from being a real adeptus. I possessed no ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. She warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever forget my—
Oh no. So that was...
Was it because of...
Indeed, I fell in love. Though he was human, he had spent his entire life training on Mount Tianheng. When we met, it was not only my first foray into the world below, but his as well.
I mean, if you find me something like tiny Genshin stuff, I would be very happy. Like I can make you a master list of all of my favorite Genshin characters.
Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and wanted, more than anything, to cleanse it of all pain, and I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to tick away. Those 10 years passed by in a flash. Yet I
Like
did not
I'll
want
make
to
you.
leave his side.
Oh yeah, because you're coming there too. Oh, that's gonna be very exciting. I'll make you like a photo with like pictures of all of the characters and I like, and like in like priority order or something. So if you find something tiny with like one of them, I would be very happy because I love Genshin stuff. And like I would love to have more Genshin stuff. Yeah, we had a tiny intermission of looking at Gozu stuff.
Oh no, what happened next?
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it meant that I would
Oh,
eventually
but now
turn
there's
into
a lot of people here, so I have to keep going. I don't want to just end.
I knew I had betrayed Master's
Maybe I'll do the
hopes,
cooking event.
but I was too ashamed to face her. So I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face. In my shame, I fled and tried to hide, but that was only the beginning of my troubles. I began to suffer from a strange illness. My memories became hazy and confused, and along with my memories as a crane, I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. I knew only that I had committed a sin. All I could do was, looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a
Granny!
coincidence. Why did I ever think it was Master?
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded, would it not?
So when I tried to conceal my name and
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game. You would hide yourself among a group of wild One found you with such ease every time. 'Tis a truth most evident. One always recognizes one's own, no matter what form they may take.
Wait! Paimon's so, Cloud Retainer, you found you and I again.
Perhaps it is now time for one to recount.
Like if I went to like South Korea or like Japan, I would have to, have one suitcase with like all of my like clothes and stuff, and then I would have to take one empty suitcase so that I could just bring back merch and stuff.
One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with
She has
anger,
2 charges.
one set out to bring you to your senses.
Is that like a constellation? I mean, it has to be. Wait, that's the same as with Shah and Sion. Okay, that's actually very nice.
Skyward! Scatter!
Oh, that's Wang Shuin.
Yeah. In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was lacking. But soon, one came to appreciate the devotion he bestowed upon you during your illness. He never uttered a complaint and rarely left your side. Unwilling to begrudge someone of such character, one decided to overlook his aforementioned deficiencies. Wishing to grant you a life without regrets, one gathered many divine ingredients and used one's own as for how to deliver the medicine, after much contemplation, one eventually decided to perform the deed oneself. One took great care to alter one's features and select the appropriate attire. Only after meticulous scrutiny did one finally, as one expected, you were most ignorant. One was quite torn. Should one have celebrated the success of one's disguise, or mourn the loss of your acquaintance? Yeah! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward!
Just.
Skyward! Nevertheless, one would speak to you about another matter, if you are amenable. Even considering your loss of memory, One was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with adeptal blood. Its proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. To think that you tried to travel while weak from sickness and heavy with child. Had one not intervened to clear the fog, all of you would have been lost during the night. Skyward! Scatter! Make way for the Adeptus!
I really like her gameplay. But maybe I'm biased because I love Xiao.
Those monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity. Sad godly remains, in turn, were likely drawn to the trace of one scent on your body.
I think it's Wagyu. With
One
like
was,
Y and
after
U.
all, an active participant. In the end,
That's gonna
one
be
was relieved to
fancy.
see you endure through the night. At the break of dawn, one heard
I
an
want to
infant's
go to
cry
Japan too.
pierce through the air.
I'm so jealous.
And one saw you carefully cradle the child to your chest. Although certain mortal manners remained
Like,
foreign to
where
you,
again were you
one could not help but be
studying,
moved
you
by
know?
your joy.
Can I get in there too?
To see you happy, that was more than enough.
But yeah, I don't know. It'll probably be easier to find stuff in Japan, like Genshin stuff.
Now you should have a
So
complete
probably
understanding
both
of the
countries have
events.
something because it's such a popular game.
If that's true, then the crane who took care of me when I was sick must also
I
be...
trust you to pick
One
something
had
very
almost
cute and nice.
neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale. Skyward! Scatter!
Live Harbor.
Just as you and I troubled one with her antics,
Well, I'm
so
gonna
did you
graduate
give
this
one
year,
many
so
a headache.
time to apply.
Upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. However, upon seeing one's form, you began to cry, refusing. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not possibly be a true Adeptus, because all illuminated cranes are white. One had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance. You became more than
Okay,
amenable
this
enough
looks
when
so
one stood
funny.
before you devoid of any other coloring. It bears mentioning, however, that as a crane, Yuandai was nearly entirely pure white in color. Though you had never encountered her in that form, you still recognize the essence of her being. Perhaps fate brought you two together in more ways than one.
Wow.
Now all has been revealed. One owes you an apology, Yuandai. One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal standing with Ganyu and Shenhe.
It didn't look like something I would be interested in.
Story to a satisfactory end
And with like
this
all of the
visit to Liyue
accusations of
Harbor.
them using AI to copy Pokemon and stuff, I'm not really interested.
Still, one
And
could
also,
not reveal your identity
in my
right
current
away.
time, I really don't
Had one
have the
simply
time to
informed
get
you of all you
addicted
had
to another
lost,
game.
all those cherished memories
So like,
would merely
maybe
have
during
become the
summer if it
fictionalized
still
account
looks
of
appealing
another.
or something, but like, currently I just don't have the time, you know. I have to get school shit done. And then, you know, I have to, like, there's a Gozu company to participate in at the start of the month, so, like, I'm very busy.
Memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who live through them.
Like, I don't know if you have seen
Would you
the
not
like
agree?
new League of Legends
Even
game,
if
like
the
the
process
Vandal
was
Tales.
painful
But,
and
like, I really want
arduous
to try it
experience.
because apparently it's like Stardew Valley,
Have you any
so
further
would be
inquiries?
fun. But that also is for future because I do not have the time.
Master, I must ask. If you found me all those years...
One has never regarded your action as a mistake. When it is time for one's progeny to leave the nest, it is the responsibility of an elder to let them fly free. Yet, when your wings grow weary, 'tis a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing. Home, nest, haven. One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike one's own abode. One's disciples are free to come and go as they wish.
Thank you. I just...
Not me fearing for a
Thank you
moment that
so
she would
much.
die, because like I saw people say that this was like this quest was very sad and something, so I was like, oh, is she gonna die?
One expects you too have
Okay,
sensed
she's
the
gonna die.
rapid
Never
40
mind.
years ago, you chose a path without a future. Though one used one's own blood to provide you with... Even the power of an Adeptus has its limits.
Oh
Had
yeah,
your
so like,
condition continued
so
to
the little girl
deteriorate,
is the same
you
girl
would
we
have
saw in
forgotten
Lantern
your
Knight.
life as a human entirely.
So I really should have done this
In
quest
the
before
end,
that quest, huh?
you would have turned into a creature lacking in the ability to even... Fortunately, you were able to avoid that scenario by reclaiming your memory.
So...
One will help her reclaim her original form as a wild crane.
She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
Master, I don't know how I could possibly repay your kindness.
Granny? Please don't let...
Don't be sad, dear child. Granny has... Don't forget to eat well, okay? A growing...
I promise,
Good girl. Good girl. Don't worry. I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything but my own power. When that's a good girl. Even though we won't see each other.
I'll eat well, Granny. I promise. And I'll live...
That's a good girl. I'm so sorry, Master.
Oh yeah, also didn't the like because Overwatch has the cosmic event, didn't the new stage to the game mode come this week? We need to play that. Not today, but like later.
Shoo.
Let her be. At her... Tears are a necessary part of maturation. Now that the issue has been resolved, you should also take a moment to relax. Give yourself some time to rest.
Cutscene. Oh, is this where we're gonna see our sibling? Oh. Okay, that's cute.
I always believed we would see each other again. that our days of separation would finally end, and all my troubles would be behind me. If only things could stay this way.
Oh yeah, I wonder when Dane's Leaf is going to come to drop another huge lore bomb and then disappear for another year.
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
You weren't ready to wake up.
I really like Cloud Retainer. She's so cool. Now just give us Madam Ping, please, and the dudes too. What is she? Snow White?
Eloquent as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it.
Oh.
Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one
She's
is
such a
always
mom.
here for you.
Oh, I love that.
After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
She's like, as an elder, even though we don't know how old the traveler is. She might have, the age card on everyone. But yeah, now that I think about it, I feel like the Dane's Leaf patch might come soon. I don't know how many patches we still have, but summer is coming closer, So it's like, okay, next patch is going to be theory patch, then we're gonna have, Arlecchino 6. So maybe, it has to be 4.5 or 4.6, right? Because 4.7 has to be summer patch, right? I don't remember the patch schedule now, but Genshin patch schedule. Okay, does this have all of the future? No, it does not. Yeah. So it should come soon, so it's I don't think it's next patch because I haven't seen anything from it, so maybe next patch just doesn't have any big, story stuff. We're just gonna get theory. It has to be 4.6, I think, because we're going into the third month now. So, and yeah. Oh, I'm so excited because the lore is starting to get very fucking juicy.
Was Paimon sleeping just now? Oh.
Dane's Leaf just, appears once a year, drops some huge lore stuff, refuses to elaborate, leaves.
Madam... Oh, Shuyu, you're awake. How do you feel? I feel...
I kind of want to go look at the upside down statue of Seven again because that was freaky.
Again someday, so I don't feel so sad anymore. Madam Adeptus?
Oh. And have you reasons for this sudden interest?
I know Granny thought what she did back then was wrong. She felt really bad about it. But...
No, if I was a Genshin character, I want to be an Adeptus.
Even though Granny lost her memories, she never forgot I could become a cool Adeptus like you and help a whole bunch of people, just like Granny wanted to do.
Upon some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal. The fact that Yuendai's blood flows through...
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus.
Shuyu, Paimon's gonna let you in on a little secret. We've seen Cloud Retainer's 2 other disciples, and they pretty much eat... If you join them, you'll never enjoy One-Min Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
Wait, wasn't Shenhe just eating there with Yao?
How utterly preposterous. Every individual must find their own path to enlightenment.
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now, is she?
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, that is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shu Yu shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
I love Liyue stuff.
Whoa, you're leaving Mount Outsong?
One has never concerned oneself with the location of one's residence. From the very beginning, one has sought only solace and peace. Yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, Shen. One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One can only
Like, I
assume
kind
that
of would
it is
like
due
to design
some
some
failing on one's
Gozu
part
clothes
as
that
an
were like
elder
Genshin
or
inspired.
master.
But of course they can't be
A
just
failing,
copied from a
perhaps, of
Genshin. So I don't really
recognizing
know. I don't
what it was
really
they
know
truly
yet how I would
wanted.
make it so that it's clearly Genshin, but like not Genshin.
One is most curious as to what aspect of Liyue Harbor could have enticed them. Why are you all so silent?
Paimon is, just a bit
One has precious little time to squander. However, if one finds oneself otherwise unoccupied, one would not be opposed to the idea. One will be assuming the identity of a human while residing in Liyue Harbor. You should take care to avoid disclosing one's true identity.
Don't worry, we'll help you keep it a secret.
Yeah, but like I also really want to throw this strawberry beret. So like I really want to make a strawberry outfit. But I don't really have any idea what I want to do with the outfit on its own, so I have to figure that out.
So, when can we expect to start seeing you in the city?
Perhaps in 2 days' time. One has some matters to see to before one's departure. Preparation is the key. One has already picked out a handsome property near Chuhu Rock. 'Tis no small
Where's
purchase, but
Chihu Rock?
what is mortal life if not one expense after another?
Seems like you've really thought of everything. How about we meet up in Liyue Harbor in
Oh,
2
we're
days?
gonna see it.
A sensible plan. See you then. Oh, also, why don't you take this suspense
Oh, can
Somnian
we have
mechanism
it?
as a souvenir? Anytime you should feel ill at ease in the future, you may try quieting your mind and sitting in meditation.
Awesome! Hey, didn't we promise Shincho that we'd tell him what
Yay!
we found out?
I wonder if you can also play music with this. You can play music with the other thingy. And like I feel like this may be indoor furnishing. Look at my Rex Lapis statue. It's so pretty. Yeah, I really need to start using the teapot more to just, display all of the event stuff because I like them a lot. And I like how it shows the source, so I can like, yeah, this is limited time, limited time. Limited time. And like all of this, so yeah, I have to start putting these around. I mean, I was really excited about the teapot at the start, but then I never, really got into it. Wait until 2 days later. Yeah, it's quite a hassle. Like, I like the idea, but then I just never really got into it. But I like that we're getting all of these like event furnishing stuffs, so that I started putting them in my teapot, so I need to continue that.
So dark.
Okay, apparently May said that clothing will come next week, that this shop drop's focus was on hair and makeup.
It's totally up to you.
Okay, that makes sense. And I can respect it. It still feels very, questionable how, like, we're getting all of this right at the end of the month. But I guess it's better than nothing.
Why not treat yourself to a seasonal gift from Scent of Spring?
Is that her house?
Your
Yeah, I
concerns
know,
are
right?
excessive and unfounded. This is but a simple collection of ordinary valuables. Such intense scrutiny is hardly necessary.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, one explanation might be that, the things just aren't ready yet. But then it's like, you have had the whole fucking month. You have known that, like, you have had the whole fucking month, and even before that. So it's like, you know, get it together, please. But what do I know?
To be quite honest, in what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I have to be careful. Yes.
We're here, Clow. Miss Shenyan?
Ah, perfect timing. This ignoramus, I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. To question their
several...
Indeed. They're family heirlooms, you see.
Oh, she's
Passed
struggling
down
so
over
hard.
many generations.
Yep, they've definitely...
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of Mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to behold them with your own eyes.
I wonder how much people will be focusing on diversity in the JD comp, because I feel like it's been such a big topic in Gosu, and I'm just wondering, I wonder how much the other people participating are going to look into it and try to be diverse, because I feel like that's something I want to try to do, to get some more extra points, because I would imagine that it would be pretty good to have diversity.
Doubt their authenticity any further, and I may just decide to take them to another buyer.
Whoa! Please don't go! I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well that I lack the knowledge to judge the true worth of these items. If you could wait but a moment, I've hired an expert to appraise them for me. He should be here shortly.
Yeah, but I feel like last comp, I don't think it was before we had all of the big inclusivity talk, right? So while they got through last time, yes, but I feel like we don't know what's gonna happen this time around, and I feel like it's better to be safe than sorry, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be thinking like that. And if that's gonna get us some extra points, why not? I mean, my plan is that I'll do one with the lightest skin tone because that's my gig. Then I'll do one with the darker skin tone I showed earlier with the hair because that's cute. And then I'm thinking of either using the freckle skin tone or the vitiligo skin tone because I don't know. I might just be a hater, but I don't really like the mid-tone skin tones that much. They're also super orange, so I'm not really a fan of them. So I don't think I would like to use them. So yeah. Either I go with even a darker skin tone or then I use the freckles or the vitiligo, I feel. Like that's at least my plan. I'm just somewhat annoyed because we have so many of the orangey. I bought the orange, I bought the freckle skin though because it's cute. It's not as orange as the other ones I feel, but it has issues. But I don't. I think it's quite strange how we'll have so many of the orange mid-tone skin tones. Like we have the lightest one, and then it's a huge jump to the next one. And I wish we got some more light skin tones, because I would like to be a little bit more tan during summer and a little bit lighter during winter. But the next darkest skin tone is definitely too dark for me. Yeah, I used the freckle skin tone a lot during last summer. Because, it's still, lighter than the, other skin tones. It's nice. But yeah, I might use the vitiligo one because, that's... I haven't really seen people use that. Yeah, I guess I'll think about it when we see the themes, but my base idea is to, inclusivity. Yeah, the skin is so ashy, I feel.
An expert, you say?
At least we got the during last summer we got the full body freckle items. Those were also pretty nice.
This is my new residence. If you have cause to seek my company in the future, this is where you can find me.
Master! Oh, it's you two again. Hello.
Shuyu! You got a new outfit!
Mm-hmm. Master made it for me. I
That's
like it
cute.
too.
Huh? You know how to make clothes?
Do I know how to make clothes? With the support of the proper mechanism, sewing is hardly a challenge.
Master, I brought in most of my stuff. There's a few...
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Actually, I should probably, sort through my...
It appears my young apprentice has her own... Now, this expert you mentioned.
Soon.
It's gonna be Zhongli, right? Is it Zhongli?
Here, allow me to make some introductions. This is Mr. Zhongli, a well-respected consultant at Wangshang Funeral
I
Parlor
wasn't
and an
expecting to
expert
be
in all manner of
attacked with
valuables and
him
antiques.
multiple times today, but I'm not complaining. Please talk. Please keep talking.
Mr. Zhongli, this is Miss Shen Yun. She's the one who's looking to sell the collection of valuables I mentioned earlier.
He was too stunned to speak.
Huh.
If it isn't Miss Shenyun. It has been quite some time since our last meeting. What a serendipitous reunion.
Indeed, most serendipitous.
They're
have you been faring
struggling
well as of
so
late,
hard.
Mr. Zhongli?
Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experiences left me with such insight and peace.
Huh. So you two are already acquainted?
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together again. If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Shenyun is a well-regarded collector and appraiser. She is well-versed in all fields, and oft-celebrated for her impeccable taste. You stand to gain much from this opportunity.
It's just like when he's talking, we're just listening.
You
Like,
are too
please keep
kind,
talking.
Mr. Zhongli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail. I can say without a doubt that you are foremost in that regard.
Why, you flatter me, Miss Shenyun. It would seem that you are as self-effacing as ever.
Not at all, Mr. Zhongli. Not at all.
While I am loath to butt into this conversation, I must ask... You two already knew each other, and you seem...
Ha! A preposterous accusation! The heavens themselves would collapse before we would conspire to do such a thing.
I really like her voice.
Miss Shenyun speaks the truth. Contracts are built on honesty and trust. If that proves to be beyond your capabilities in this instance, this transaction may be taken elsewhere.
I love Zhongli. Like, Keith Silverstein did such a good job with Zhongli. Like, I don't usually, What the fuck do you mean? I love his voice. I love his voice so fucking much. Grr. I will fight about this to the grave. Zhongli is the fucking reason I play in Ian. Like, otherwise I would be in, I would probably play in Chinese, I think. Like, because of Zhongli, I'm playing Ian. And of course now with Nuvillet and, Vraisley, I love them too. I love Nuvillet's voice. But, like, Nuvillet's been here for less than a year, all of these years, it's been because of Zhongli. I mean, I love Keith Silverstein. Like, I think he did a really good job. I like it. I don't usually, care about voice actors that much, Of course, back in the anime days, it was cool, like, oh, this voice actor did both of my favorite characters. Like, nowadays, I don't really care, but, like, I love Keith Silverstein. And the moment I found out that he was Shen in League, I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I could hear it. Like, I think he sounds, like, quite the same in, like, Shen. Of course, there's some differences, but yeah. And if Shen wasn't a melee character, I would become a Shen main. I'm not even joking. Like, I don't like melee characters, so too bad for me.
Say no more. Let us depart.
No, don't leave yet. Please talk more. I want to listen to you talk, please.
I jest. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhongli himself has vouched for the goods? I deeply apologize for doubting you. So, Mr. Zhongli, could you please
Maybe
give
I
me a
should
final
go do
verdict on
some
the
research
value of
about the
these
Chinese
items?
voices and if there's any like names I can recognize.
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its purpose, its structure and appearance are exquisite enough to merit it a place in any fine home.
I love his voice. Yeah, like I probably wouldn't recognize them that much either, but because back in the anime days, my anime list has the lists of the actors, so I could just go through the list and see where they have been, and then it's like, oh shit, this voice actor has been in 2 of my favorite animes. That's so fucking cool. So that was very fun. But yeah, nowadays it's just, okay, I know Zhongli. And then I know Sino's voice actor because he's a VTuber and he's very cool. But yeah, oh, I love Zhongli's voice. I mean, it was super fun, like, back in the day. Sino's voice actor, like, English voice actor. Like, his VTuber persona is called Sai. I don't remember what his actual name was, but like, yeah, Sino's English voice actor is a VTuber. And he's very cool. Yeah, Lily Pitch with Sai. And I feel like there are some other ones too, but I just can't remember them. But yeah. I love Zhongli's voice. It just has that, oomph in it. It just sounds so like I could listen to him for days.
The same can be said for this one here. Few could hope to possess an item that so perfectly blends mechanical wonder with geometric grace.
I love it. But now it's like, I don't know, like, I still very much love Zhongli's voice, but nowadays I'm all, because like I watched Miraculous Ladybug, and the villain's voice actor is Keith Silverstein, so I'm here like, Zhongli, sounds like Hawkmoth. Osmanthus Finest is the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? I mean, it's like I don't get bothered by the quotes because when I'm in like just playing, like not playing a voiced event, I don't have voice lines on because I hate when you're running and they're just grunting like that. That just it bothers the shit out of me. So I don't have voices on when I'm just playing. Yeah, in settings.
I am sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world. With that in mind, I earnestly recommend procuring every last item in this collection.
It's like every time Zhongli is talking, I just shut the fuck up, let him speak.
All right. Then, in that case,
But
Miss
who cares about
Shenyun,
the
I'll
NPC?
take
The Northland Bank? Huh.
Zhongli baby. I need to go watch Zhongli's character demo again. That character demo is my religion. Zhongli!
My friends, have you been doing well?
Well, we're doing well now that you're here. But yeah, I'll definitely I have to tell my friend that, if he sees something like a tiny Zhongli figurine or something, he has to get it for me. Because I'm probably gonna do a list of Zhongli, Nuvillet, Baizhu Shao, and all of the nice dudes, and then Yao Yao, like maybe Yao or something. But Zhongli is the priority. I want Zhongli stuff.
We've been great. How about you? Paimon didn't know you were such a busy
I'm gonna write in bright red that he is the priority. Please get him something. Please get me something of him. I love him.
My days have been quite pleasant as well. I had been quietly enjoying a cup of tea when Mr. Xiaozu requested my services. As for you, Miss Shenyun, I presume you must be looking to settle in the city?
Oh, I love his voice.
I must say, the name Shenyun sounds exceedingly strange coming from you. Perhaps you could dispense of that particular epithet in further conversation.
Whatever for? Am I not addressing you as a friend should?
Well, that is true, but... Alas, refer to me however you will. After all, a name exists such that others may address you with it. When it...
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud Retainer.
I love him.
One has indeed. One's previous days were all brief. Now that one has made up one's mind to move and settle, one has gained a much better appreciation of the hubbub and commotion of the city, as well as the people's hard work and ardor. This city is much changed from how it was more than
I
1,000
kinda wish we
years
could
ago.
go inside the house and see it.
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people ebb and flow. From turmoil to peace, enlightenment to aspiration. Human society possesses limitless potential. In another 1,000 years, the scene we witness here may change in ways that are impossible for either of us to imagine.
Alright, that's enough reflection for one day.
No, it's not
need to
enough.
get all sentimental
Let him
on this.
talk. Let bro waffle.
You make a valid point, Paimon. Now that the sale has
Fuck you,
concluded,
Paimon.
what say one plays the host as we try some specialty dishes together? One must profess great interest in...
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were at the table on that occasion, so logic dictates that you should have already tried it.
Let the bro cook.
Oh? What occasion was this?
But it's very interesting to like look at these, side to side, a very old character model versus a very new character model, and like, while Zhongli still looks amazing, it's just like, it's not the same, like, the upgrade in this is just whoa.
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago.
Like, it would be quite
Alas,
cool to
you
see,
must have
like,
been too
see Zhongli,
preoccupied to secure yourself a
in an
portion.
updated,
Or
model.
perhaps our other companions
Like, if we look
simply
at
availed
Nubilet too,
themselves of
Nubilet
faster
looks
reflexes on that
amazing. Like,
occasion.
holy shit, he is beautiful. So it just like imagine Zhongli. Yeah. Like, oh. I can't believe they did Ito so dirty. Like, they fucking gave Alheisa muscles. He's a feeble scholar, and he got fucking muscles. But Ito, noodles. Like, man.
Hardly. 'Twas most certainly out of consideration for the others in attendance. In but a moment, one will show you what it means to have a true deftness of hand. It is settled then. Bamboo shoot soup, mora meat, crab roe tofu, triple layered consomme. We shall enjoy
Genshin
the
Man
lot.
is like the best religion. Like, mwah. Like, Genshin Men with a side of Yao Yao is my religion.
One has already passed word to Shenhe and Ganyu to make a reservation. It is prime time for them to meet one's newest disciple. Is that agreeable to everyone?
It should be a most splendid occasion.
Are we taking Zhongli out to eat?
Shu Yu, come now, it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhongli. He is,
Like, I'm not the most ambitious person, but if I could fund Zhongli's lifestyle, I would become the hardest worker ever. Like, I would give him all of my worldly possessions.
A humble employee of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Also, I just really like his design is so pleasing to me with like how it's like mostly browns and blacks. Like, it's so, aesthetically pleasing. I love him.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Zhongli.
That should be everyone, right? Let's go!
Sounds good. Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite.
That sounds rather implausible. Although with the right preparation, certain dishes can be too delicious to resist.
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon!
Like, shouldn't Paimon be the fastest one to, run to the food?
Hey, wait up!
Like, why are you slacking? Oh, that was nice. Like, all of the NPC stuff wasn't really that interesting. At the end, it was nice, but like, the start, meh. But you know, we got to see Zhongli, and you know, we got to talk to him, so it's like, I'm a winner. I'm like, this 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 Genshin day has been amazing, you know. We talked to Zhongli, then we talked to Nuvillet, then we saw Nuvillet talk to Risley, then we talked to Nuvillet a little bit more, and then we talked to more Zhongli. Like, can I ask for anything more? But yeah, so in like here settings you go to audio and then you know dialogue volume. Like this is the one that you know gets rid of all of the voice lines. And then there's also like music. I usually play with like some music on, like a slight music, but like I have dialogues completely off because I hate the grunting noises. Please do. I need people to play Genshin with, or not like play with because I like playing single. I need people to gush about Genshin with. And if you start playing now, you're still in perfectly in time for a lantern, right? Wink, wink. Wink, wink. It's a perfect time to start. It's ending in Sunday, but like it's like I mean I've streamed all of it, so it's not that it's like a couple of hours of stuff, and you know most of the mini games are super fun. The forced co-op fucking sucks. No. Wait, where's the osmanthus wine?
Trade rely. If you're heading to Joy, you speak of the young adept. A new contract. A new contract. Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
I like this voice line a lot. It's so you know comforting.
Where do you want to go? Boats are made. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? We should look for a place to take shelter. I'll be fine, but we don't want you catching a cold. You speak of the young Adeptus of Guili Plains. Still fulfilling his duty to this very day. Please, give this Remedium Tertiorum to him on my behalf. Oh, yes. Be sure not to let Paimon eat them. Nothing of this world can withstand the power of this
Wait,
medicine.
does he not have a voice line about child? Come on. Talk about your husband a little bit, please.
I hear many merchants of Liyue tell tales of a Miss Shenyun. By most accounts, she appears proud and taciturn upon first glance. Yet in conversation, people find her to be forthright and fair-minded, and they are pleased to make her acquaintance. I am glad to hear this, but I have also heard a great many accounts lauding her readiness to part with large sums of Mora.
But yeah, I think this is where I'll call it a day. Cloud Retainer and Catching. Wait, I wonder where Zhongli is. Because I swear, like, there was... It's like, somewhere in here there's like a shrine or something, and Xiao is there with Zhongli, I think, or something like that, and they give you an item or something, so good that I remembered. I need to go find it now. I just don't remember where it was specifically. Baby Xiao! Okay, I found it. Hello, baby. Look at my son.
Traveler. Being in the city isn't the only way for me to appreciate the lights and beauty of Lanternrite. Look. Liyue Harbor lies just beyond this mountain.
And like I remember last lantern ride, Zhongli was there and he had like a different place he was in each day, so I went to look for him every single day.
As long as I stand
I
at
don't
this
think he
vantage
does
point,
this this
I
time, but
may
I need to
freely
find where
behold the
he is.
sights of all the kite. For me, that is enough.
Right, character location. Where's Zhongli? Okay, he's in one min restaurant with Guoba. Chichi. Wait, Baiju is there. Or is no, this is last year's actually. Now that I think about, I've seen that's last year's. I got baited so fucking hard. What the fuck? I've never been baited this hard. That's last year's, right? 1 year ago. Yep. Where's this year? Nobody has posted a picture. Character locations and map. Shenhan Ganyo Yachi. Blood and Nadia, Mountain Chichi Yao Yao. Oh yeah, did you know that Chichi and Yao Yao are besties? Somehow I completely missed that. Like, I love that. Okay, so apparently Zhongli is not on the map this time, which, you know, I'm very fucking sad about. I want to go talk to Zhongli.
I invited you here because there is something I would like to do. I want to release a Shao Lantern.
Shao Lantern.
I'd like you to be there for it.
Mihoyo, how much do I need to pay to get Shao Lanterns back in an event? Because, like, we had them in the first Lantern ride and then never again. And I have 500 of them, but I want more. Because, like, I thought that we would get them next year again, so I didn't craft that many of them. But if I knew that we would never get them again, I would have crafted, you know, the max limit of them. I would have threatened all of my friends, let me into their worlds to collect all of the materials so that I could craft them. And if we ever get them again, I would craft I would craft the max amount you can craft. Because I want Shao Lanterns. Because, like, I would like to use them for wishing rituals of Liyue characters and stuff, but I really don't want to use them because, you know, they're very precious.
Yes.
Like, I don't understand why we haven't gotten them back because, you know, they already have the assets and stuff, so just, you know,
I apologize for its
give
crude
them to me.
appearance. I have little skill in that regard.
Baby, it's great. It's very cute.
You are very kind, as usual.
And I love Shao. Like, Shao has such a soft spot in my heart because, you know, he was my first 5-star character and, you know, he was the one I waited for the whole start of the game. I love him.
Alright. It's time.
Yay. Okay, that brings a lot of joy. But yeah, look at my lantern, right? Like Shao Lantern collection. Can be crafted at the crafting bench. Well, you can't fucking craft them anymore. I would have crafted a shit ton of them if you could. Like, because I think the item limit is like 9,999. So I would craft that amount if I could. But I can't because the game doesn't fucking let me.
Skyward!
Traveling merchant, do you sell anything? Okay, well, he's gonna gift me something. That's nice.
Come see the kite.
But yeah, I'm so happy that we were able to buy the kites. Like, I would have been so sad if I missed this because, like, how cute is this fish kite? I love it so much. Like, the other kites are great and all, you know, this is pretty cool, but like, the fish is the best. The fish is definitely the best. But I don't think there's any other merchants here. I really don't want to miss anything. Do they say anything?
Given your present countenance, one presumes you are missing some old friends again.
Like, I will throw hands if these don't become playable at some point.
One cannot help but
Pray speak.
One simply wishes Menogius were. He was so skilled in matters of craftsmanship. Kite making would scarcely prove to be a test of his and if, as in the past, he were unable to involve himself in matters of the mortal realm.
Mooncarver, those are...
Indeed. The dead. Let us take in the sights for a bit.
It seems that there isn't any food stalls this time because like in one of the lantern rides there was like special lantern ride food. Also fuck this little shit because this is the forced co-op event and I hate it. And also this statue is so cool. Wah. I love how it's like very illuminated and stuff. All of the firework things are here, but I don't think they're doing any. But I wonder if they work with the firework thingy. I haven't used it in such a long time. I have no idea how this works. Okay, begin launching. Okay, that's so cool. I should have done this during New Year's, huh? I completely forgot this existed. Yeah, this is something I should have done during New Year's. That was very nice, actually. Yeah. The headache is starting to hit me now too, so I feel like I should end it here. Like, originally I was just supposed to do the Lantern Ride quest, but then I did Cloud Retainer's quest too, and I fucking loved it. That was very nice. But now, headache is starting to hit me. I deserve some ice cream. And
The secrets of the
and
mechanical arts are too profound to
Cloud
convey in a
Retainer,
few
shut up.
simple...
Like, yeah, I'll definitely try to draw some makeup today because, you know, that's the thing I struggle with the most because apparently I can draw hair. That's what we learned yesterday, so today can we just have, you know, the same thing with makeup that I had with hair yesterday and, you know, realize that, oh, I can actually draw it and, you know, it's actually very nice? Because that would be very nice. But yeah. You shall enjoy the thousands of screenshots I sent about my struggle today. But yeah, I think I'll probably, because you know, I made the light skin makeup earlier, so I'll either do the darker skin tone or the vitiligo skin. And just try something. I don't really know what yet, but you know, hopefully it'll at least turn out decent so that, you know, I could use it in the comp. It was a very good idea to start prepping now because, you know, imagine if the comp was now and, you know, I had to figure out the makeup and shit. Like, oh dear. But yeah, I hope it'll go well. So that's where I shall leave it. Until next time.
Oh, what's happening over there?